Hi, I'm Jeremy Coleman, and I'm going to be presenting the history of editing. Film is often called art of illusion, but behind every frame lies something invisible yet powerful: editing. For more than a century, editing has shaped the way we tell stories, feel emotion, and experience cinema. The history of editing begins in the late 1800s when the Lumiere brothers filmed everyday life. These early films were single takes, no cuts, no story, just moving images. But in the early 1900s, George Méliès discovered editing's creative power. By stopping and starting his camera, he made objects appear and vanish. His trips to the moon proved editing could create magic, not just record reality. By the 1910s and 20s, editing became a language. In Russia, Sergei Einstein developed montage theory, showing how two shots together could create powerful emotion. At the same time, Hollywood shapes continuity editing, seamless cuts that audiences fully immersed. In the 1930s and 40s, during Hollywood's golden age, this polished style became the standard. But the 1950s, competing with television, pushed films toward widescreen formats and quicker pacing. The 1960s and 70s broke tradition. The new wave in innovation. The 1960s and 70s. By the 1960s, filmmakers began breaking rules. The French New Wave, with directors like Jean-Luc Godard, used jump cuts and unconventional pacing to challenge tradition. In the United States, films like Bonnie and Clyde and Easy Rider pushed editing into bold modern territory. Then came Star Wars, edited by Paul Hirsch, Marcia Lewis, and Richard Chew, which redefined blockbuster pacing with rapid rhythmic cuts that energized science fiction for a new generation. The rise of blockbuster and MTV era, 1980s through 1990s, editing grew faster, flashier, and more experimental. Music videos from MTV influenced Hollywood films, giving rise to high energy, quick cut styles. Editors like Thelma Shoemaker, Martin Scorsese's longtime collaborator, won acclaim for her bold, kinetic work in The Raging Bull and Goodfellas. Meanwhile, digital technology began creeping in and replacing traditional flatbed editing machines with non-linear editing systems like Avid. The digital revolution. From 2000s to 2010, film reels and razor blades have been replaced by digital editing software. Non-linear systems gave editors unmatched freedom to manipulate footage instantly. The Lord of the Rings trilogy, cut by John Gilbert and Michael Horton, showcased how massive digital projects could be edited with precision. At the same time, editors were now shaping not just films, also trailers, commercials, and online media, expanding their influence in visual story editing. 2000s, 20s, and beyond. Today, editing is both faster and more creative than ever, from blockbuster films like Everything, Everywhere, All at Once, which won an Academy Award for its hyperkinetic multiverse editing, to TikTok's creators, shaping from short film stories. Editing defines how we see the world. Artificial intelligence and machine learning are beginning to enter the field, hinting at a future where technology may assist but never replace the editor's creative eye. For over 100 years, editing has been the invisible hand guiding our emotions, our attention, and our imagination. From a simple cut on a strip of celluloid to the limitless possibilities of a digital age, editing remains the heartbeat of cinema.